And while academic and other activities were paralyzed on Monday at the University of Ibadan as members of the Senior Staff Association of Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union commenced a week-warning strike. The strike is to draw the attention of the federal government to the issues of sacked teachers of staff schools, earned allowance and the union's agreement with the government. Now, correspondent Kunlojo has the details.
The unions embark on one-week warning strike following the failure on the part of the federal government to meet their demands after a series of protests. Some of their demands include reinstatement of the sacked teachers of the staff school in compliance with the court judgment, irregularities on the issues of an allowance, the negotiation of agreements, among others. At the University of Ibadan, members of the non-academic unions complied with the strike notice as majority of them stayed away from their duty post. Some of the members that were on ground blocked the entrance to the university and disrupted vehicular movement across the institution, while the task force team also moved around to enforce compliance. The chairman, Senior Staff Association of University of Ibadan chapter, Comrade Wale Akanremi, and his counterpart from the non-academic staff union, Comrade Madaki Etim, expressed satisfaction on the level of compliance.
And for about 3-4 times now, they have refused to meet with us. And we've been writing them, we've been staging protests, we've been doing all sorts of things to make sure that they listen to us. But they've been recalcitrant about this, and that is why we have to get to this stage.
Basic for the strike is number one, the government insincerity to our plight. We have some demand that was put in 2009 agreement, and up till this moment, government refused to fulfill it.
Maintain that the union will embark on a full-blown strike if the federal government fails to respond at the expiration of the warning strike.
The level of compliance as of now, I will tell you, is about 90 to 95%. All non-teaching members of staff in the university practically are, complying with the directive that if you don't have anything you're doing on campus, stay at home. And you will.
If you go around by yourself, you will discover that our members are ready for this strike and they comply. They comply very well because I'm just coming from monitoring. Some of those places are locked. Even some departments, students didn't have access to have their lecture.
Other labor leaders and students who spoke with Galaxy News expressed displeasure about the development, calling on the federal government to act on time.
The issue of earned allowance has been lingering for quite some time. And all our meetings with the government did not produce any fruitful result.
I had a class, a tutorial actually by 9 o'clock, and then we had another class scheduled by 12. And we'll be expecting our lecturer who doesn't stay on campus. So in that way, it has affected us because our lecturer wouldn't be able to get in, and some of our colleagues drive, and they won't be able to get in class.
As at the time of this report, regular policemen and officers of the Department of State Security Service were on ground to maintain law and order within and outside the university. From Ibadan, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.